Because I'm still seeing this as this guy just being a douchebag and just straight up just killing somebody because he didn't like him.
Well,
he didn't like the fact he was homeless. He didn't like the fact that he was asking for fucking money.
Well, say it in the microphone.
I don't like this motherfucking guy, Daniel Penny.
Welcome to the dumbest podcast on your death, on your desk. I am Manny Big Douches.
And I'm Clayton Kegg. And, I mean, you're not far off with death.
Yeah, it ain't no shit.
I definitely brought up this case before. Daniel Penny, ex-Marine.
No, not last episode, like 2 episodes
I
ago.
said in a past episode, I did. But
Oh, yeah, actually, we really don't know how we're going to really release
I
these
don't know
anymore.
either. But either way, I did bring this up in a past episode we did. And now everything is apparently changing in this story of Daniel Penny and Jordan Nealy. And for those of you that don't know, Daniel Penny, he deathly choked out a homeless man, Jordan Nealy, on a New York subway. Original story showed there was no provocation. I'm probably even saying that wrong.
Provocation.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, so there was nothing provoking this to happen. The guy was a homeless black man on a New York subway, basically begging for money to get food and water. That's what the homeless do. He was, in the original story, not coming across in a threatening way, and Daniel Penny choked him out to death. And there's been a lot of followers and supporters of this man, and I fucking firmly believe it's only because he was a former U.S. Marine. They want to think the best of the guy, but now this entire story is changing to where, now people that seen it happen, he was about to, Nealy was about to, kill people because he was ranting and raving as soon as he got on the subway.
Now, in New York, we're not from New York. We're from the region. And if you don't know where the region is, hey, the fuck do I care?
Do your homework, people.
Yeah, actually, I don't think even if anybody looked up the region, they would still know where the fuck this is coming from.
They probably would not. So it doesn't fucking matter either way.
But I would assume in New York, people are ranting and raving when they get onto the. In Chicago, which we're not too far from, that shit happens almost all the goddamn time when you're on the L train and all that shit.
Yeah, there's homeless people everywhere out there trying to get money, and I don't give a fuck who you are. 9 times out of 10, these people are not being volatile. They're not trying to threaten you. You say, no, I don't have anything to help you with. They move on with their day. They do.
You know how many drunk people after a Chicago White Sox game, a Chicago Cubs game, I could just only imagine. I almost said New York Rangers, but that's not baseball. The New York Yankees, I know 20 whatever rings.
To be fair,
whatever.
baseball does have a Rangers team, but it's Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the New York Yankees, I know y'all got all them rings and whatnot. Yeah. The greatest of all time. I get it. But I know y'all motherfuckers coming off that, getting on that motherfucker drunk after a game. So if a black dude that didn't look homeless, shit, when this whole fucking video shit rolls around, when y'all see me, y'all gonna think my ass is motherfucking homeless. Because for real, every time I tell people, it's just like, what? Like, why'd you shave? It's just like, man, I got sick and tired of looking homeless.
And to be fair, I've seen him when he doesn't shave. He absolutely looks homeless.
So like salt and pepper and beard.
Oh yeah,
and beer. I meant beard. But anyway,
he meant both.
True.
He meant both.
I'm pretty sure I got some beer in my beard. But it's like for real. So I've gone to I haven't gone to a Cubs game in a long time. But the last Sox game I went to, it was a friend of mine's. It was a friend of mine's birthday. Like we went out there. I damn near spent $200 on the entire trip, from drinking at the game, drinking after the game, being drunk on the fucking subway, and still being drunk on the South Shore coming back, and had the fucking goddamn cops called on me on the way back.
Hey, I do have a funny and awesome and kind of vengeful story about a Sox game I went to. The one and only Sox game I went to. I've been to numerous Cubs games, but there was one Sox game I went to. I want to come back to this because I want to finish this. Penny, 24, was arraigned Friday on the count of second-degree manslaughter for fatally choking 30-year-old Jordan Nealy, who prosecutors say had been making threats and scaring passengers. And I am still sorry to say this, the original story did not match this. I truly believe people are just on this guy's side and changing stories because they found out he was a U.S. former Marine. And I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking think that this guy is something that this fucking people in the United States should be helping out or should be praising for this because it was a homeless man. From what I have seen and my understanding, there was no threat there. He just blatantly choked this guy out to death because he's a fucking asshole. And now they have, on top of this, raised funds well over $1 million as of Saturday afternoon. And I don't understand it, man.
Saturday after he's been arraigned.
Yeah.
Which is literally
a day later.
24, like about 24 hours.
Yeah, close to 24, maybe just under, because depending on the time frame of his arraignment on Friday.
Hey, I think about gives you enough leeway.
True enough. I don't know. For me, man, I don't buy this change in story, man. I don't. I just feel like people are trying to be on his side because a lot of people maybe initially didn't know he was a former U.S. Marine. And once they found that out, they're like, oh, this guy, he's on our side. It doesn't sound like he's on our side. It sounds like he's on his own side. He did something to this guy because he didn't like the guy for whatever reason. I don't know if it was a racial thing. I don't know if it was just because he was poor and asking for fucking money. I don't know. But I still don't buy that this guy did anything to save anybody's life because as far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen in couple different previous newsletters about this, there was no threat with this Nealy guy.
You know, we really should try to see if we can watch that video.
I would love to watch that video, but I don't think they have actually brought that out because of the trial.
Man, I wish I had my coworker's number because I would straight up hit him up about getting a video. But another take on what you just said about what's his name, Sweeney?
Sweeney. Daniel Penny.
Penny. I don't know where the fuck.
And then Jordan Nealy was the guy that he choked out.
Yeah, I remember Nealy, but it was just like, Nealy ain't the one that's still
alive.
No.
Daniel Penny. That's who you're talking about.
Right. So
yes.
Another interesting take is Penny killing Nealy the way that he did, and it's like Nealy, for all we know, could have been either a former Marine or former Navy or former Army vet.
You know, that's true.
It's like, because I mean, like, there's a lot of homeless, vets out there.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of vets that even me and you know that that deals with PTSD and whatnot. And there's a name that we can easily bring up right now, but we're not gonna.
Not on there, no.
Yeah.
But I know exactly who you're talking about.
Like,
and
right.
Yeah,
especially all the shit he fucking went through, came back.
And he was also a Marine,
right?
Yeah,
and came back with PTSD. It's just like if he didn't have his wife and family helping him out, he could have been just as fucking easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Been motherfucking homeless and shit.
Absolutely. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, I don't know a lot about this Nealy character. I don't.
Yeah, sorry, but this is not, our normal, funny, bubbly selves. Like we sometimes
I'm
have to talk about
absolutely irritated by
serious.
this because honestly, from other past readings of what happened in this case, from my understanding, the guy was not belligerent. He was not bothering anybody. He was not threatening anybody. And now all of a sudden the whole story is changing as though he was threatening people and he may have been a threat to anybody on that train. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. I really feel like Penny just used this as an excuse and people found out he was an ex-U.S. Marine and I feel like they started getting more on his side just off of what he claimed. And now all of a sudden there's people that witnessed it that all of a sudden seem to think the same thing that he did. And I'm sorry. Like the original couple stories I read, he was, in fact, begging for money for food or whatever. That's what they do. But again, like, we don't know. Maybe Nealy was a former vet of some kind. We don't know. I mean, I know I don't know. I didn't actually check into Nealy's past. But this guy, Penny, he just, to me, and I'm sure I'm going to take some heat from it. I don't care. My belief on this guy is he's a fucking piece of shit. That's my belief. And he is, in fact, a disgrace to the U.S. Marines, in my opinion.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There you go.
Because if he would have done the same shit with the family in Iraq that was, non-combatants, it would be the same thing. But the difference is that if it happened in Iraq or Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia or whatever, over here nobody would have fucking gave a shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I can't even say that nobody would. I'm sure even over here in the U.S., if something like that was to happen, somebody probably would give a shit, even though it happened in Pakistan. I mean, honestly, let's be fair about that. At any rate, I do honestly believe that this was just something that he decided to do on his own. Like, that's truly what I fucking believe. No doubt about it. I have no respect for the man. And again, I don't care if I take slack for it. I don't. I mean, I did a lot of in-depth reading on the case when it first happened and when I first noticed it. And out of everything I read until today, it all specified that there was no threat. The guy was not hounding anybody in a threatening way. Most people just said, I ain't got it. He moved on, much like any other homeless person would. So I would love to see the video. You are right. I would love to see this video of that subway ride to see what transpired for sure. But as of right now, my opinion is that he is a piece of shit. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Again, like you just said about the video, especially if we could be able to see when Nealy goes limp, and then when he goes limp, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, how long he held that hold when he went limp.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the same thing with oh god, it's been so many black men that has died from like cops. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, honestly, that's not something to snicker at, and I'm sorry. It's not. But at this point, it's just so many. I mean, how is the law getting this fucking corrupt, people? How?
As much as I want to say easy.
Oh no, it's not easy. It's not.
Oh, it's easier. It's almost easier than you think.
Well,
no,
it shouldn't be this easy. No, you are right. Nowadays, it does seem to be easy, and it should not fucking be this easy.
Well, if it's now, I probably should look this up, but I'm not. But if it's really true, how a lot of cops are getting away with just shooting people for like.
And that's even with wearing body cams. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. It's with body cams, that they're able to turn off and whatnot whenever they feel like it. And that was actually something that I had seen actually in a movie called Body Cam.
There you go.
Yeah. It was, oh God.
Maybe they got their notes from that movie.
No, it was, I think it was Body Cam with Mary J. Blige. I could be wrong about that, but two cops showed up where, oh no, this wasn't Body Cam. I can't remember what it was, but it was a TV show about a woman who used to be a cop. She ended up getting killed. She was like acting all crazy inside of a convenience store, and when the cops showed up, they had their body cams on. And then when they realized she was a former cop or something like that, all of a sudden they turned their body cams off once they let her out of the store. And then after that, she ended up somewhere dead.
Wow. Yeah, that is definitely a movie I have not seen. It sounds interesting. And
Body Cam with Mary J. Blige is actually a really good movie because it's like it actually like you can segue into one of your stories after this, but it's a movie it's a paranormal movie about body cam footage and vehicle footage of this cop just kind of getting killed, just like out of the blue. Come to find out, these cops killed somebody that was unjustified, and then ended up, having to deal with like the paranormal shit.
Hey, and paranormal. That is funny that you brought that up.
It is, isn't it?
It really is. I almost feel like you did that on purpose.
No, hey man, I already told you. Just like, dude, you can segue into this because
I mean, maybe you just realized where you were ending it at, and I get it now. I understand why you said what you said.
It's a good movie though, and Mary J. Blige looks great in it. Too.
I am gonna have to check this out. I have not seen it. And
it's on Hulu. The last time I checked,
it sounds awesome. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet.
It's actually right. It's right up your alley, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it sounds like it, man. And I'm surprised I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it. So
it's like parts Paranormal Activity because you end up seeing some paranormal stuff through like body cam and like through video and whatnot. But then there's like actual live action shit that's like actually happening that's still also paranormal too. So yeah, this
I'm definitely checking this out. And I mean, speaking of paranormal, and I know I brought this up to you. It was actually maybe about a week ago. I talked to you about this, and
this was an hour ago.
Well, again, yes, but when it first happened, it was a week ago, and I did tell you about this when it happened.
Relatively speaking,
not relatively. It actually happened, and I did talk to you shortly after it happened.
We're on two different levels right there. tell you right now, not that relative. The hour is the relative.
Okay, fair enough.
It was just I wanted to stop you before you got too far ahead of yourself right there.
Okay, so at any rate, I know this is something I've brought up to you. How about we leave it at that? and you know I brought this up to you.
Relatively speaking.
You are a fucking asshole, but I like your style.
There's a pendejo aquí.
Hey, we're bringing it back.
Like God's working on some of us.
Hey, he's failing with a lot of us, though. And I'm living proof, kids.
Oh, shit.
So, anyways, moving on. Oh, yeah.
Mike Piazza.
So, anyways, this is something that I did bring up to you. It was probably about a week ago at this point.
Yeah, something like that.
In the middle of the day, and this is really crazy. I was in my kitchen. I was making something to eat. We got a dog kennel that literally sits right outside of our kitchen window. We do actually have cameras face out across the fucking backyard, obviously across the dog kennel and everything. And I just happened to hear the dogs going nuts. And I look out of the window, and on the other side of the dog kennel door in my backyard, there was literally this person standing there just staring at my dogs. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? No wonder my dogs are going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what are they doing? I look out, and there's this guy. Literally can tell you, even right now, he had on a dark blue hoodie, blue jeans, a little chilly that day, and I couldn't quite see his face, per se, like 100%, and he had like this dirty blonde curly hair kind of drooping out of the hood across his face, but his face was angled in a way I know he was staring at my dogs, you know, and I come running out of my kitchen, I put my shoes on real quick, I run out there like, what the fuck are you doing, and there's nobody there.
They weren't shoes. They were clogs.
I wouldn't say clogs. They weren't clogs, but I will say this. They were also not Crocs.
Okay.
I'm not a Croc wearer.
I was like, dude, if you would have said Crocs, that would have been even shittier than wearing clogs.
But they also were not steel-toe boots. In fact, I just threw on some goddamn sandals, motherfucker.
Figured as much. I just wanted to talk shit.
Yeah, but no. I'm not a clog wearer, and I'm not a fucking...
It's like, man, a Mexican in clogs. That would be a sight to fucking see.
Well, you already know I'm a terrible Mexican as it is. I mean, I'm not the most Mexican. In fact, most Mexicans don't like the cold, and I love the cold.
It's like, he's not the most Mexican because he actually celebrates Cinco de Mayo.
I drink for it. I mean, I guess that's celebrating.
Yes. Terrible Mexican.
Fucking, but it's not Mexican beer I drink either. So I guess it does make me even more terrible Mexican celebrating Cinco de Mayo and not drinking Mexican beer.
That's true because even with me, when I do drink Mexican beer, I drink better Mexican beer than you do.
But not on Cinco de Mayo.
No, because...
Yeah, exactly. See, there you go.
Because I'm black.
Well, you can be black all you want, but you're still not the best Mexican either.
Fair enough. Got a good point.
So anyways, I go out there, thinking...
Agree to agree.
I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it. The one time you're going to see on the show where we actually agree on something. Here you go.
Ain't no shit that I am a fucking terrible Mexican, and I speak.
We had to cheer that one.
Yeah, and I speak more Spanish than he does, and I'm
Also-
a terrible Mexican.
Also, I'm not going to argue that. He is absolutely true. He's telling the fucking truth. He does speak more Spanish than me, although I do understand Spanish. I'm just not fluently speaking it. I understand it. I just don't speak it.
Yeah, and I cannot say now batting Mike Piazza in Spanish.
Well, Mike Piazza in Spanish is still Mike Piazza.
Yes, but what about the and now batting? Like
You got me there. You got me there.
now batting Mike Piazza. I got one word out of that.
It's a start. So at any rate, back to the story I was originally telling. To be fair, though, I am a terrible Mexican. Moving on. Yeah, so I go out there to my fucking backyard where I expect to see somebody standing there, or at the very least, walking towards the alley at this point, because it was not like it was that long before I seen him out the window. I threw on some sandals, went out my front door and around. It was like literally 10 seconds. There was nobody there. Not a sign of anybody going around the corner in any direction out my alley. Nobody standing there. And my sister checked the camera that faces out of the backyard, and she did notice exactly the pinpoint where the dogs were going crazy, right at the door of the kennel. But there was literally nobody standing there on camera. And I physically seen this guy with my own eyes out our window.
Nobody. Not nobody. Nobody.
Nobody. Nothing. At least, I don't know. He might have been dead, but he wasn't in my yard.
Just like, yeah, we're still trying to iron out those details.
The fact remains, though, there was fucking nobody that showed up on the goddamn camera. That whole time frame, again, the dogs were clearly going wild on camera right around the time I said there was somebody fucking standing there, which I can tell you right now, my own fucking two eyes, I told you exactly what the guy was wearing. I seen the guy, 100%, clear as day, middle of the daytime. How could I not fucking see him? And yet the camera said there was nobody there. Fucking weird. And it's obviously not the first time it's happened to me. You fucking know that. Or at least I told you, and you know of the situations. I'm not going to say you fucking know 100%, but you definitely know of situations.
It's vague. It's vague in my head.
You know of situations. Now you're just trying to digress.
Just like, no, I'm trying to guard right nest, but nobody knows who the fuck that is.
At
Yeah,
any
you don't
rate.
even know who the fuck that is.
At any rate.
Yep. Like I said, none of you knows who that is, but that's okay.
At any rate, no, I absolutely do not know who that is. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, well, that somehow is actually a callback to baseball.
You know,
I
it's
didn't really
weird, too,
think
because
about it, but it really is.
there is a lot I know about baseball, but I do know a lot more about football than baseball. So, and I definitely know a lot more about wrestling. We're not going to get into that, though.
Wrestling.
Hey, you want to wrestle?
It's like,
You
no,
want to fucking wrestle?
absolutely not. It's like, man, I'm past 40. I'm too old for that shit. It's like, hey,
Well, you know, same. In my mind, I'm not, but my body's telling me I definitely, absolutely am.
it's like, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Your heart and your brain is still 25.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
It's like, but my body
It is like 70.
45.
Oh, see, yours is younger than mine. Mine's like 70.
Well-
with like a 96-year-old back.
No, actually, I meant you. I meant you.
Well, then you're giving me much too much credit.
Okay, well, okay, but my body is 75.
With a 96-year-old spine.
I don't see nothing wrong
With a little bit of dying.
with a little back massage.
That is way better than where I took it. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to keep that
I was
part.
just already giving up. I don't give a fuck.
I was trying to keep that one clean.
Oh, no. See, that's where my mind went. Like, hey, we're doing this terrible. Let's just say fuck it. Yeah, I mean, years of fucking wrestling, years of, football before that, like just battering my body with snowboarding incidents, which I know you were there for one where I was And we talked about it. We did talk about it.
Yeah. I'm
with
surprised we both remember.
Oh yeah,
talking
no,
about
absolutely, yeah. And I wish I could find that tape still, because man, the footage of that, I do remember it, and it was a scary fucking moment.
Yeah, we still use tapes.
Oh well,
Don't use tapes, kids.
At the time, we did. Yes, I mean, I do remember. At one point, I still had the actual tape that it was recorded on.
Was it? Was that that was a VHS-C, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh my
it
God.
fucking was. Yes.
Yeah, dude, we literally just lost everyone under the age of 28 just right now. It's 28? Like VHS-C. What the fuck is VHS-C?
I almost feel like we lost anybody under the age of fucking 24.
Oh, definitely. Well, easily.
Well, 30, even 30, man. Like,
I was thinking 30.
I feel like 30 even would be like, what?
No, I was thinking 30, but some of those.
I would say 30.
No, but I would say some of those 30-year-olds would have been around their parents, like maybe in their teenage years in the 2000s, and that might have seen a VHS-C. But it's just like 28. It's just like, yeah, you wouldn't have remembered that shit before the age of 10.
To be fair, I mean, if you're 30 and you know what it is, you know what we call you back in the day, nerds that are like, I heard a legend about VHS-Cs.
oh God. Eliza Schlesinger bit where she goes, gather around the Snapchat children. Let me tell you the tale of the landline.
I remember hearing this. I've seen it.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. It's the same thing. It's like, man. Gather around the TikTok children. Let me tell you the tale
of the VHSs.
No, oh God. I can't remember that one fucking, it was a recording medium.
Wait, was it about cassette tapes?
It was like a cassette tape.
I feel like I seen one exactly the same, but it was literally about the actual cassette tapes.
No, there was this one where it was like a little, like a mini cassette.
The micro, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was so fucking crazy because it was like a specific recording medium that nobody really got into. But it's like you could get into it.
It was almost like a VHS, but it was smaller. I know exactly what you're talking about. My dad actually had some.
No, but this wasn't video. This was just strictly audio.
Oh, audio. Okay, yeah. That's a whole nother thing. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was envisioning you were talking about the thing that came just before the VHS, which I know the fucking name of it.
The Betamax?
Yes, the Betamax. That's exactly where I was going with it. Yes. But yeah.
Wow, you really couldn't remember Betamax.
It was on the tip of my tongue, but I was drawing a blank. I'm not going to lie.
No, it was on the...
Oh, no, it was on the tip of my tongue, but at the same time, I was drawing a blank.
Was that the tip of your asshole?
My asshole's knowledgeable, buddy.
It's like, yes, we already talked about that. What was that? I don't even remember whether or not that was this episode.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was this episode, but we have discussed how knowledgeable my asshole is.
Oh, right. The asshole is...
Yes. That was... I almost want to say it was the last fucking recording we did.
Oh, my God.
But yes, my asshole is wise. It knows things.
It's like, yeah, it knows what Chicharron is going to do to it, which we already talked about.
Yes, it is.
Right.
But yes, moving on. Please move on. Please.
All right. So, no, there used to be this recording medium that was strictly for audio, but but it was like the same. It was similar to a mini cassette, but it wasn't a mini cassette. What was different about it was that when you paused it and you tell it that, like, all right, this is going to be either one particular track or something like that. If you were recording yourself, you could actually like stop it. And then you just tell it just like, all right, this is just going to be one section of recording. And then it would be like track 1, track 2. And even when you fast forward it, you could just tell it to just skip directly to track 2. I can't remember what the fuck that shit is called.
I'm feeling like I know what you're talking about, and I could still be way off base here, but there's something, and I don't know the name of it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know the name of it. But I remember when I was younger, there was something very similar to what you're talking about. And it was very popular at the time. But I almost remember it being something that you can physically record something on. And then
mini discs.
Mini discs, yes.
Fucking mini discs.
Yes.
That's exactly what it was.
And this is something that you could still, I think it's still the same goddamn thing that I was talking about. And you could actually put it into another fucking device, almost like another device you could actually put it in. But yet, that wasn't the device you actually fucking heard it from. You put it in this other device, you put it in another fucking thing, and then that's what you played in. I can't remember what the fucking name of the actual devices were, but it was like a whole ass set that if you didn't get the whole set, it was kind of fucking worthless. So that was kind of the fucking joke on the parents that bought the shit for their kids, because if you didn't get the whole fucking thing, the whole goddamn thing was useless.
Dude, it was just like those fighting Tamagotchi. I don't remember if it was actual Tamagotchi, but it was like,
remember those.
Yeah, it was like a fighting version of the Tamagotchi, and it was just like if you had one but you didn't know anybody else that had one, you couldn't fucking fight nobody.
Yeah,
I know.
What's the fucking point?
It was just like you just taking care of this fucking digital thing, waking up in the morning, cleaning its fucking poop and shit, trying to fucking feed it and whatnot. And
dude, it's funny too because they're still around, those Tamagotchis. In fact,
oh my God, are you fucking serious?
I am dead serious. Yes, there's updated versions of these.
You're not dead ass?
I see what you did there. Very fucking clever. But no, I'm beyond dead ass. I am more serious than dead ass because I'm a live ass. I am alive and I am an ass. All right?
I was just waiting for you to say live asshole, and it just never came out.
Well, sorry to disappoint.
Are you?
No,
I doubt it.
Absolutely not. I live to disappoint.
Absolutely.
I live to disappoint. In fact, when my daughter was about 8, and she's 14 now, she wanted Tamagotchis, and I actually fucking bought them for her.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I got her I actually found a pretty good deal on literally a 6-pack of these fucking things. I felt like I was shopping for beer, to be honest with you. It's like, oh, a fucking 6-pack, all right.
I feel like I was shopping for beer. Oh my God.
I was like, hey, I never heard of this brand. Let's try it.
It's like, hey, I could get a 6-pack. Why the fuck not?
And that's literally how it went. Because they literally had single ones. But it seemed more reasonable to buy them in a 6-pack because
she was gonna lose some.
Well, there was that, but the fact of the matter was just buying one by itself. It was almost like buying half of that 6-pack on its own, anyways, just for one of them. It just made more sense to buy them in a pack deal.
Yeah, because remember
she
when
did
they were
still lose 3 of them.
You remember when they were $3 when we were kids, and the parents was just like,
man.
"No, you don't need that shit."
Lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we were kids, I really feel like we're fucking 90 right now talking about, oh my God, $1 was just so fucking much. But really, back in our day when we were younger, $3 was a lot, yeah.
Devin the Dude said it best when he said, almighty dollar, it ain't what it used to be. Hobos used to ask you for $1, now the motherfucker's asking for $3.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother topic that I want to get into, but not today. Not today.
Not again.
To be fair, I feel like it's too soon for us to piss off the government. We love you, government, for now. Not really, but hey, whatever.
It's like, yeah, government, I'm not black. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm not a Negro.
Hey, to be fair, government, I am Latino, but I am here legally. I was born here, so don't try to deport me.
I was born here too, but I'm not black.
Whitest black man I know, I'll tell you that.
It's like, hey, I am not a darkie. Unless you see my forearms, then they're dark.
Wear long sleeve and gloves at all times.
I'm wearing long sleeves right now, funny enough.
I'm fucking aware.
It's like, man, I'm gonna have to wear a full face shield that people use for plasma cutting and shit. It's like, no, this is just the face covering. It's like, no, I'm not this black.
I'm doing blackface right now.
Yes.
You racist guy, you. And that is absolutely not true. This guy is far from racist.
You don't know that.
Well, no, they don't know that. No, you're right.
Yeah, they haven't heard me talk about the Jews yet.
Oh, well, they have it coming.
No, they don't. They already had it happen, and it's still happening. Wow, you're really losing your shit over there.
I was totally about to say something, and it was going to make the situation so much worse. So, anyways,
send your comments to your stories at DPOYD.
Keep in mind, folks.
At gmail.com.
Keep in mind, folks, I kept my composure and did not follow through with what I was going to say. So keep that in mind when you write your emails.
It's like, hey, I've actually paid to go see Jewish comedians. Actually, I paid to see one Jewish comedian, and
3 of them showed up. It was weird.
Send your comments at your stories at dpoyd at gmail.com. Because I paid one time to see a pair of Jewish comedian twins. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You can figure that shit out on your own. I'm not going to say their name because they are the shit.
I am so jealous because I did want to see those particular guys as well. So I am a little jealous.
I'm telling you, it was the fucking shit, dude. They were so fucking goddamn funny. And they even did bits that I heard them do on their podcast, but they actually like refined it.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking goddamn funny.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I'm
definitely jealous. Shit. Like, I was jealous when you first told me about it. Like, I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But I did see Chris Kattan live, and this was years ago.
Oh, dude. Fuck
honestly, I was impressed.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, no, I was really impressed because, like, I know he's a funny guy. Don't get me wrong. But I went into the show kind of half-ass expecting it to not be so good. And I don't know why I had this mindset. Maybe I just didn't want to like set myself up for failure on going into this show. But even the people that opened up for him, and I cannot tell you what any of their fucking names were.
Same here.
I have no idea. But they were funny
shit.
Motherfuckers. Like, he had 3 people open up for him. Every fucking one of them was great. And the one person I went with, which I know you know him. I don't want to say his name on air because, you know, obviously we don't have anything saying we can.
All right, hold on.
So, I went with him, and again, I was kind of half-assed thinking it was going to suck, you know, because I knew who Chris Kattan was. Don't get me wrong. I did not know anybody that actually opened up for him, but, man, the comedians that even opened up for him were phenomenal. And 2 out of the 3 that opened up for him totally gave him shit while we sat up front. We were literally up front. And they totally gave him shit because the way he dresses, you know how he dresses.
It's Chris Kattan.
Well, I'm not talking about Chris Kattan. I'm talking about who I went with.
Oh, no shit.
But yes, that is also another thing. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't give him shit for how he dressed as well. But
dude, I'm trying to think of this other fucking amazing fucking goddamn performer, and I cannot fucking think of his name. But keep going.
Actually, and actually, one of them was a female comedian, and she literally, and I remember this for sure. I don't remember her name. 1, she was really cute. 2,
was she?
Oh, she was.
Oh,
and,
yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was.
Don't learn today.
I wish I could remember her name, though. But I do remember what she said to him, my friend. And word for word, she said, if I got stuck on a date with you, I would not only wrap you in a condom, I would eat fucking, what's that one fucking pill? The next day pill?
The morning after pill.
The morning after pill. She's like, I would have already ate 3 of those and wrapped you in fucking 2 fucking body condoms before even eating dinner.
Oh my God. And you remember that word for fucking word?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course you did.
Because I was fucking laughing so hard at him, dude. Because, like, she straight up, like, knelt down right in front of him, straight staring at him directly as she said this.
Oh, he didn't appreciate that at all.
Dude, he laughed, but I could tell the uncomfortable feeling in his laugh. I could see it in his face. He was definitely hating life at that moment, and I was fucking reveling in it. It was funny as hell, and yeah, word for word, that's exactly what she said while looking him straight in the fucking eyes. It was amazing.
Oh, man, this is going to be even more difficult for me to try to find this fucking... Oh, God. Like he reminds me of Chris Kattan, but it's like I know he's not Chris Kattan, and he was SNL too, but he was.
Is it Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider's gay?
I mean, I know he has a daughter, and his daughter actually has a music thing going on. So
no,
he might be gay after the fact. I don't know.
Okay, no, this dude is. Oh right, I never mentioned to you that this particular SNL performer is gay.
Yeah, no, you did not mention that, so that's why I really had no idea what to say there.
That one's my bad.
Rob Schneider, you're still funny, and I don't know if you're gay, but if you are, hey, good for you, guy. But I do know he does have a daughter that's in the music biz. And I've heard some of her stuff. El King is
Mario Cantone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude,
I did not know he was gay. I'll be honest with you. I did not know he was gay.
Really?
No, I know he had the sound of a gay man, but I didn't know he was gay.
Dude, if you listen to it, okay.
Again, I know he had the sound of a gay man. I don't know if you fucking heard that. I know he sounded like a gay guy.
Okay.
Did not know he actually was gay.
As I was about to say, if you had listened to any episodes of the late, great Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal podcast, where Mario Cantone was on it.
I never heard it while he was on it. No.
Well, no shit.
I mean, I heard his podcast, just never while he was on it. Yeah.
Well, no shit. Because if you did, all Mario Cantone talk about is how fucking gay he is. And the dude, amazing fucking singer. I can't really say about dancer because I haven't seen him dance in more than a fucking decade. But when you mention Chris Kattan, that's the only person that I can fucking think of. Because I don't know if Chris Kattan is gay. I really don't fucking care.
I don't know. I mean, there's times he definitely acts like he's gay. I don't know if he is.
No, but Mario Cantone is definitely gay. And in my opinion,
I ain't mad at him about it.
One of the greatest fucking performers of our
he is
time,
a funny guy.
And
again, like I said, I know he sounded like a gay guy, but
yeah, you don't have to fucking say that again.
But no, I'm saying this because I know people that sound gay that are not gay. That's why I'm saying I didn't know he was gay.
Yeah, well, you know now.
I do know now.
And now you know enough, motherfucker.
All right, G.I. Jose. No, I had it correct.
No, it's G.I. James.
I see you trying to mix it up. I see what you're doing now. Okay. You are right. You know what? We don't need that kind of negativity.
G.I. James.
We don't need that kind of negativity. I get it.
But for real though, Mario fucking Cantone, amazing fucking performer. And like when you mentioned Chris Kattan and like being able to see him live, I would love to be able to go see Mario Cantone. Mario or Mario?
Mario Cantone.
Yeah, where the fuck am I getting Mario?
I don't know because it is like, Mario.
Because I am not from New York and mispronouncing Italian people's names.
So what? Did you ever play Mario when you were a kid?
Actually, I played Luigi.
Yeah. Oh, you were Luigi in the Mario games. This fucking guy.
Well, on that note, it's been a great podcast. It's been nice talking to you all. Granted, we probably still might even talk for another 10 fucking goddamn minutes.
You know, that's kind of our MO. I mean,
is it? What does MO stand for?
Wow, you're just going to put me on the spot like that?
Fuck yeah.
You know I'm not that fucking smart.
Dude, as many times as you've been in front of a fucking court judge, you can't tell me what fucking MO means?
I mean, I know what it means.
Okay, what it stands for.
Oh, what it stands for is different than what it means.
Okay, so when someone says MO, it's two Latin words. What does it, what is it?
It's Latin. I don't speak fucking Latin.
Yeah, you don't speak Spanish either. You're right. Fucking Mexican.
Know. But I tell you this, I know what it fucking means. It literally means that's like their pattern. That's what they do. That's the MO.
Thank you for listening to the dumbest podcast.
And tell me I'm fucking wrong. See, now you're trying to act like I'm fucking wrong on this. I'm not fucking wrong.
I never said you were.
I don't know what the fuck the actual words are. I just know what they mean.
Actually, I think I might be getting the first word wrong, so let me look that up.
Yeah. Go ahead and look it up.
Oh, no, I know the second one is operandi.
Okay, see, I don't speak fucking Latin, but I know what the fuck it means. That is what we do. That's what the MO is.
Almost literally type, white does MO stand for?
And I'm telling you, man, I don't have to know what the actual word is to know what the fuck it means.
It's a phrase, you dumb fuck.
Okay, fucking phrase, word, whatever. I still know what the fuck it means. You're right. I've been in front of numerous fucking judges.
Actually, that's kind of true, but kind of not really. He's been in front of one judge a lot.
I've still been through numerous judges.
Actually, no. Actually, now that you mention it, it's 2 or 3 judges a lot.
Two or three a lot, and
then there's county.
Well, there's that and other states as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I have been in numerous courtrooms, and
Thanks for listening to the dumbest podcast.
I will tell you this from firsthand. A female judge does not like you to tell her that she's a fucking cunt. I will tell you that. There's a reason I know that.
Send us your comments to yourstories@dpoyd@gmail.com and tell us what you think. No judges, please.
Oh, judges are going to hate me automatically.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do now.
I was younger then, man. It was a different fucking time.
You were younger 10 minutes ago.
And you're
and that
damn
was
right
also
I
a
was.
different time.
As true as that is, I was literally like younger. Like this is back when I first got my Trans Am, dude. And I know you vaguely remember the Trans Am because I still had that car when I first met you.
Yeah, it was just parked.
Yeah, well, that's because I fucking had to fix it, and I did fix it.
All right.
And then after I fixed
So,
it, I had to sell it for a whole nother cause that I had to see a judge for.
All right. So MO stands for modus, MODUS, operandi.
Okay. See, I did not know what the phrase was, but I definitely knew the fucking meaning.
Oh, we actually didn't do douche of the week.
Oh, let's do douche of the week. I'm fucking happy to hear this.
Douche.
Of the week.
All right. Well,
Yeah, that works. That works. I like it.
I know.
I like it.
Which is kind of sad. All right. Douche of the week this week, or it's kind of hard to say. We just did 3 episodes in a fucking row.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hey, we got to do what we got to do.
just like, yeah, I gotta go narfle my Garthok as soon as I drop the keg off at the tap room.
Somebody's got to tap them kegs.
It's like, yeah, except he's not tapping my keg.
Oh, well, I didn't plan on, buddy.
It's like, yeah, he ain't gonna narfle my Garthok either. So, douche of the week is, unfortunately, the murderer, Alex Murdaugh, who has been denied access to his 401k money to fund appeal. You killed 3 people,
Right.
allegedly.
No.
Actually,
I
he's
don't
been.
even think we can say allegedly. I feel like it's what it is. But continue.
The douche says allegedly, even though he's already been proven guilty. But
I mean,
I've been drinking for 2 hours, so
well, here's the fucking
fuck
thing,
do I
though.
know?
Here's the thing about this guy. Initially, he tried saying there was dogs involved when the one person fell down the stairs, and now that's recanted. He actually admitted there was no dogs present as this person fell down the stairs.
I didn't see no dogs.
I know what I didn't see.
I didn't see no dogs, and I know what I saw.
I feel like we might get in trouble for using that.
No, actually, probably.
I think so.
Probably.
I think so.
I'm not editing that out though.
I wouldn't, but I mean, no, we might get something on that.
What am I supposed to do? Is like, I know what's in my craw.
Right, that might be better. I like it.
Oh my God. All right, so the scion of prominent South Carolina legal dynasty was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences in March after being found guilty of allegedly fatally shooting his wife Maggie, 52, son Paul, 22. Oh yeah, right. The third person was the housekeeper.
Oh, yep.
Paul, 22, in June 2021. Don't drink, kids. At the family hunting lodge. Hey, at least my glasses work better than yours. You
Mine
fucking
are just
asshole.
for show, and I've said this numerous times.
It's like, yeah, you're. No, Alex shown during.
love it. I love it.
Okay, Judge Hall made the perfect call. Bland told whatever. Feeling really good with his ruling denying Alex Murdaugh's request for $160,000 of attorney fees for his appeal.
Now, I don't know who's more mad about the fact that he got denied for this, him or his lawyers.
I argued that it would be unfair to Alex's victims and creditors to permit him to jump to the front of the line and grab that money first. I gotta admit, this is South Carolina?
I believe it is, yes.
Which
yes.
I would assume that this judge is probably Republican than a motherfucker.
Oh, you know it. If it's South Carolina, absolutely.
Man, I'm surprised. He's just like, yeah.
Honestly, the fucking thing is, if it was me, they'd have denied me too. Hell, I would have.
Fuck yeah.
No, honestly, I would not have even gotten done filling out the form. They'd be like, don't waste your time. You know what I mean? And so this guy's upset because they said he can't have his fucking money. What did you fucking expect? You killed 3 fucking people. What did you expect? Oh, what? You're going to be mad because you can't pay your fucking attorney that didn't help you out any? Obviously.
Yeah, because I would assume that he's not going to be getting paid since you're going to jail anyway.
Well, what did he need to get paid for? The guy still went to fucking prison. I mean, and rightfully so. I'm not saying he should have gotten off on it, but clearly.
I'm going to jail, going to jail, going to jail,
There it is. That's why this guy has fucking money.
Shitty.
But absolutely, man. He should have been denied for this. I mean, listen, man. I guess being the lawyer that took this case, he should have fucking known ahead of time. I'm so fucked. Why did I take this case? You know what I mean? The guy's guilty. I mean, he killed 3 fucking people. And then you expected him to pay whatever ridiculous fucking fee you charged him. And now he gets denied 2 access of his fucking money. And again, I don't know who's more mad about it, him or his lawyer. I feel like his lawyer should be more mad about it than him. And if his lawyer's surprised by the outcome, you shouldn't have been.
It's like, you know what? I've actually thought about this. This could be true, especially since Murdaugh was supposed to be a lawyer to begin with.
Well, yeah, I did see that. But he failed the bar exam.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he did. He failed the bar exam.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I think LPOTL mentioned that.
Yeah, he did. He failed the bar exam, and miserably, too. Failed it miserably.
Well, there's also any lawyer that has himself or any person that represents himself in court has a fool for a client, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, thank you very much for listening. It's already been longer than long. Hey, we're gonna try not to make a long story even longer.
Just know the guy's a miserable bastard, and his lawyer, rightfully so, mad that he ain't getting paid. But he should have never taken the case. I mean, really shouldn't have. The guy was clearly guilty. So
oh shit.
He was clearly guilty. The guy should have known he wasn't going to get paid to begin with. I don't know.
It's like, yeah, well, he shouldn't have taken the case. He shouldn't have been listening to Ace of Base. All right, thank you for listening. And it's been great. It's been fun. I hope you like what we're doing. Again, send us your stories at dpoyd@gmail.com. I would say look us up on the socials, but we haven't started a Twitter yet. We might be. I don't know. We still haven't fucking ironed all that shit out because we're still new to the game. And also, by the time you're listening to this, it's going to be whoever the fuck knows later. So, yeah.
Let me throw something in real quick.
Shit. Hey, but don't throw that beer. I got too much fucking equipment in here for you to throw that beer.
I would never.
And don't throw that microphone either. That's expensive.
I would. I paid for one of them.
You didn't pay for that one, motherfucker.
You're right, but in retrospect, I still paid for one. And I would never waste a goddamn beer.
Get out.
Anyways.
Not intentionally.
True that. So here's my thing. If you are sending stories, and despite what Manny Douche in here is going to tell you, go ahead and send some paranormal stuff. I'm okay with it. Clayton Kegg is okay with paranormal shit because I got a lot of paranormal stories myself that he will not let me bring up on the show.
Your stories at dpoyd@gmail.com.
Paranormal or not.
All right, I gotta pee. We out.